Vallabha Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Vishpat Brahmachari Ashram Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki Jai Śrīmad Prabhupada ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai Grantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki Jai Nitai Gaur Bhimanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, glories to Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Can somebody read it? And although I can't see, I forgot to bring my glasses. Can you do it? You like the way we do in the class? Not too many times. Prabhavam tanayasyatam. Prabhavam
drishtvad-bhutatamam prapere vishmayam param Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Shrutva drishtvad-bhutatamam prapere vishmayam param
Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Prapede vishmayam param Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Prapede vishmayam param Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Shrutva drishtvad-bhutatamam Prapede vishmayam param
Mataji's
Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Shrutva drishtvad-bhutatamam Prapede vishmayam param Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Shrutva drishtvad-bhutatamam Prapede vishmayam param Uttanapado Rajarishi Prabhavam dhanayasyatam Shrutva drishtvad-bhutatamam Prapede vishmayam param.
Word for word translation, please repeat after me. Uttanapad, King Uttanapad, Raja Rishi, Great Saintly King, Prabhavam, Influence, Tanayasya, of his son, Tam, Dead, Shrutva, Hearing, Drishtva, Seeing, Adbhuta, Wonderful, Tamam, in the superlative degree, Prapede, happily felt, Vismayam, wonder, Param, supreme. Translation by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The saintly king Uttanapad, hearing of the glorious deeds of Dhruva Maharaj and personally seeing also how influential and great he was, felt very satisfied, for Dhruva's activities were wonderful to the supreme degree. Purport. When Dhruva Maharaj was in the forest executing his austerities, his father, Uttanapad, heard everything about his wonderful activities. Although Dhruva Maharaj was the son of a king and was only 5 years old, he went to the forest and executed devotional service under strict austerity. Therefore, his acts were all wonderful. And when he came back home, naturally, because of his spiritual qualifications, he became very popular amongst the citizens. He must have performed many wonderful activities by the grace of the Lord. No one is more satisfied than the father of a person who is credited with glorious activities. Maharaj Uttanapad was not an ordinary king. He was a Raja Rishi, a saintly king. Formerly, this earth was ruled by one saintly king only. Kings were trained to become saintly. Therefore, they had no other concern than the welfare of the citizens. These saintly kings were properly trained, and as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, the signs of God, or the yoga system. These saintly kings were properly trained, and as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, the signs of God, or the signs of the yoga system of devotional service, known as Bhagavad Gita, was spoken to the saintly king of the sun planet, and gradually it descended through the Kshatriya kings who were generated from the sun and the moon. If the head of the government is saintly, certainly the citizens become saintly, and they are very happy because both their spiritual and physical needs and hankerings are satisfied. So just repeat the translation one more time.
Sure.
Yeah. The saintly king Uttanapad, hearing of the glorious deeds of Dhruva Maharaj and personally seeing also how influential and great he was, felt very satisfied, for Dhruva's activities were wonderful to the supreme degree.
Hare Krishna. You can see from this Prabhupada's description of Dhruva Maharaj, the purport, the qualities of great devotees is that they are, very surrendered. And from the childhood as a Dhruva Maharaj, he exhibited his wonderful qualities as a great devotee of Krishna, and devotees of Krishna, they're above any material qualification. They are full of spiritual qualities. So explains here they're like a Kshatriyas, and a devotee Kshatriya is that they exhibit transcendental qualities. They're not only they're Kshatriya type, but they're Krishna conscious behavior, and they have so much sense control that from the early age they could persevere so much austerities by going to the forest and performing austerities to Sri Krishna. So this happened, in other yugas, Satya Yuga. In this age, it's mentioned that the people of Kali Yuga don't have much qualities, and what to speak of tolerance. We are very much disturbed at every moment. But in other yugas, in Satya Yuga, the Kshatriya kings, they were very powerful. And it's mentioned in the purport that they are not just Kshatriyas, they are actually Rajarishis, saintly kings. Saintly kings is, they rule the world, but they always want to see that the citizens, they are Krishna conscious. Their duty bound. It's like a devotee. We want to see that everyone, especially the temple, that they are progressing spiritually. Krishna conscious. Duty, as real duty, is not only duty to country or to the family. There are so many duties you can do to fulfill your dutiful life in so-called in your family, but actually real duty of human society, of the human being, is to our first duty to Krishna. The existence of our being here is to develop love for Krishna. I was talking to one of my yoga students, and she was asking me so many questions. she was saying things that are, we should enjoy the world and not negate the world. I said to her that everyone is trying to enjoy this world, but there is no happiness. People are frustrated. So I explained to her that like a bird in the cage, I said, you're in the cage of the material body. We're stuck in the material body, and that we're trying to enjoy the cage. We are encaged in this material body, and the material body itself is a cage. We are encaged in it. You may have a very nice cage. Someone born in a rich family or poor family or in different background, but we're still in the cage. Cage is a cage. We're bound up. So I told her that if we are drowning in the ocean, then you don't ask so many questions. If someone throws down the rope, you hold on to the rope and get up onto the ship. So how did I get here? Can you explain to me? No, you just grab onto the rope and get onto the ship and save yourself. So similarly, Bhagavatam is giving us so much an opportunity in this cycle where we need to come out of this cycle in this human form of life. Manusyanam sahasrachu kasi yadati siddhaya. It's explained, Krishna explains. Among so many different types of birds, human beings are they rare. How many human beings are there in the world? 1 billion, but there will be 1 billion species even inside Melbourne. So many fish and so many different types of entities. So human beings are a very rare species. So human life is meant for God realization. Human life is meant for practicing to understand the purpose of our existence is to find the absolute truth. And this is what Dhruva Maharaj did. He was looking for Bhagavan, absolute truth. We are always searching for absolute truth. That's what we are meant to be doing as a human being. We're looking for God. There's so much suffering in this world. We are looking to go elsewhere where we can find happiness. In search of happiness, people are moving here and there, all over the world. If you go, everyone's moving around. But actually, in reality, they're looking for happiness. So Dhruva Maharaj is showing us, and Uttanapad here is very happy to see his son gloriously turning to Krishna. We go to Gurukul and we go to educate ourselves to learn more about Krishna. That's the purpose. Not the purpose is to learn so many things, but what is the point of learning so many things if those things are going to liberate us? At the time of death, Ante Narayana Smriti, at the time of death, if we can remember Krishna, that is the purpose of our life. The whole life we're preparing for that time. At the time of death, we can remember Krishna. If we can't remember Krishna now, how are we going to remember Krishna at the time of death? So, no, I can't remember. Let me do what I'm doing, and at the end, I will do it. That's never the possible. Because we have to practice Krishna consciousness now. So I told this girl that we have been tested. This is why she said, no, I come to Crossways because to get away. But I actually don't really like it here. I say, if you don't like it, why do you come here? She's been coming there for 2 years. I said, if you don't like it, you still end up being here. She said, no, because I don't have enough money, I like it because the food is cheap here. I said, whatever it is, I wish you had enough money to buy food somewhere else. But I'm sure even if you have so much money, you're still going to end up coming here. having our cheaper food. And I've talked to a lot of people, they said, they have money, they just like the atmosphere. They feel very comfortable there. They feel the atmosphere is very vibrating, a very positive energy, like the yoga people explains. And it's true. We're not like such fantastic and very exotic and a very nice place to sit. The chairs are very simple, it's rocking, it's very old, and you get a drink, very clangy, it's not that the cups are falling from your hand and jump, it's like hundreds-year old. But people feel comfortable there. What is it? They feel that place is vibrating spiritual vibration, energy, spiritual energy. So the whole idea of Krishna consciousness is to be able to reflect onto others this Krishna consciousness. That's our duty. Is just like Srila Prabhupada when he was here. I mean, the devotees around the temple, we didn't know what was going on that well. We're not perfect devotees. But Srila Prabhupada's presence, because of Srila Prabhupada, everything was just going so well. And when you saw Prabhupada, we just want to be around. You just want to be just like when you see the deities here. And it's so beautiful. They're decorated so beautifully and so elegant and so clean. You just want to be around here. So similarly, when you saw Srila Prabhupada, he has that power like a magnet. You just want to be around Prabhupada. So we have to be able to actually do that. When you see the devotees, we want to be around the devotees. So description of Dhruva Maharaj is that he was so glorious because he was so determined to see Krishna, so determined to find Krishna. That's the qualification. So that girl was saying, I told her, Krishna is in your heart. Krishna is guiding you to come here. You don't have a choice. I said, no, I don't have money, I don't have food. I said, that's another issue. You don't have a choice. You end up in a crossways in the Hare Krishna temple because somewhere you wanted to become God conscious. So Krishna led you here. You don't know that. Sometimes we think I am this, I am that. So Krishna is guiding us. If we have a little bit of sincerity to serve Krishna, just you think, I didn't sleep well last night, let me just get up and go to the temple. Even though you're living in Point Cook, very far away, and you have your own deity, then you still think, no, let me just go to the temple. And you get up, and you come to the temple. You feel that spiritual sensation, and you feel a type of happiness that you can only feel it. Then no other happiness can compare to that. Just like you being here in the temple, and so that little bit of sincerity, a little bit of determination to be Krishna conscious, it can give you multiple happiness. Just that little bit of sincerity, little bit of desire. You turn to Krishna a little bit, and you keep your head keep turning to Krishna all the time. You don't want to turn away. Just like sometimes you don't have much to do. You've done your chanting 60 rounds, you've done your cooking, and you're just around the temple. And then you're just about to go and think, where I'm going. And you keep coming back in here. You just want to be around. Even if there's not much for you to do, just by being around the devotees, just by being at the temple, just by being at the association of devotees. I told this girl, Sangha. Sangha means to associate. So you are here, Krishna's body here to associate with people who are going to make you Krishna conscious. That's why you're here. Sometimes we don't have control over it. And you somehow end up at the temple. You're wandering around here and there, and end up at a place where there are devotees around. And that's why Srila Prabhupada made our temples where the people are hanging around in a city area. Srila Prabhupada was an expert at making people Krishna conscious. He didn't have to say so many things. You can listen to his lectures. This is only like half an hour to 40 minutes. But so much impact on the people. Because of his purity. You can touch the heart of the people. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was looking at all the conditioned souls. As he was looking, everybody became devotees. Including trees and plants. He had that power. So Prabhupada was actually like that. When Prabhupada went to New York, there were people just waiting for him. Just like here we give the Bhagavatam class, and you all come, and you enthusiastically want to hear. So they were already waiting for Prabhupada before he even arrived. These devotees. So they were from previous life. They had connection with Prabhupada. Or whatever. So that enthusiasm, we have to create that enthusiasm. A little bit of sincerity. You can write a song about it. A little bit of sincerity. That sincerity is your willing, is your desire. Krishna conscious desire. And that's like the sparking of the fire. You ever light fire? It's very difficult to get the fire going. I remember in the Mayapur Gurukul, we used to, every day we had to do fire yagya. And then we never had to light the fire. Because the wood, the hard part of the wood, there would be fire in it, and it would cover with ashes. The next day there's still some fire in it. So it's not completely extinguished. So then we can start off from there. So then if you want to light fire, like right from the beginning, no fire, it's very difficult. And when I went down Gurukul, they asked me to cook for the first time. They just threw me in the kitchen. I had no idea how to cook. I said, the cook didn't turn up, and then the Gurukul boys, they need, we can't eat the oily food because everyone's getting sick. So we had butter, ghee from Australia. That's only for the Gurukul boys. And in Mayapur, they didn't have any ghee so we're getting sick. So they just give us 1 tablespoon of ghee on our tongue. They said, because that's nutrition. The rest is cooked in oil, peanut oil or whatever. But we're getting sick. So then Vrindavan was a little bit well off. So we're getting ghee from Australia. So they threw him in the kitchen to cook. And we had plenty of ghee. And how to light the fire? That's going to be sort of hard. So there's 5 of us. So we're all trying to light the fire. And not like kitchen here. It was all wood, and we sort of walk on it. It was like 100 years ago, trying to light a fire. So then 5 of us, we were blowing it into that. So I rolled up like a paper, and we were blowing in, and everyone's blowing in. Nothing was working, and all the smoke in our eyes, and we had tears, and so then all the matchsticks are gone because we threw it in. And so I'm just trying to tell you, it's such a difficult thing to light a fire. Before I knew it, we were like, we couldn't see as we had somebody come from some locals to come and light the fire for us. We didn't tell the teacher. Maybe it was just for us to learn how to light a fire. Whatever. So, it's not an easy thing to start Krishna consciousness. But it is the easiest thing in the association of devotees. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi. It's mentioned in scriptures. It's so easy to perform devotional service in the Sadhu Sangha. I know you have a deity at home and you have your beautiful temple, but it's never the same. Because I went to Agriyasa's house, I stayed there, and then we were doing some arati, and they were looking around, talking while doing the arati, and the kids were just, the deity fell on the sideways, and then stuff like that. And then And when you come here, with so much awe and reverence, you see the deity, everyone's hearing about Krishna, you have such. This is standard. Prabhupada set this program. We follow the ultimate program that Prabhupada given to us. That's always the top class. That is the standard. It's not the children's deity, it's everyone's deity. Rather, Vallabha and Gaurnita Jagannath Baladev. So you can see the difference. So you need to perform devotional service with the guideline of another devotee to tell us how to perform devotional service. Even Dhruva Maharaj, Narad Muni came and told him, no, I am perfect, I can do it. Tad vidi prani pratena, paripasnana shivaya, that one has to perform devotional service. Inquire humbly. Serve the devotee with humble attitude. Perform devotional service, association of devotees. And not that just that I could do it. With a humble attitude. Let the devotees tell us how to do it. And I'm sure this temple and any other temple, the devotees will help you. Somebody comes here for the first time will help you how to serve Krishna. Everyone is a guru in your own way. You instruct others about Krishna. Jare dekha tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Amar agya guru haya taro edesh. You are a guru. Everyone's a guru in the sense that you tell others about Krishna. Every devotee is a guru. You make others Krishna conscious. So all our workplaces, like restaurants, it's not just we are giving food. It's a place where we can make people Krishna conscious. People will come to our temple. This temple is not just we are worshipping duty, but this is the place where people can come, learn how to serve Krishna, starting with us. This is like in Mayapur in the 70s, they took over in 1977. The attack between the Mahavans and our temple. Communist government, they wanted to turn the Mayapur into hospital. And so Srila Prabhupada said, it is already a hospital because we are treating people how to become Krishna conscious. Disease, a disease that's in your heart. So our temple here, this is a training ground where you can become Krishna conscious. And we never say, I am perfect pujari, I am perfect cook, I am perfect management. We have so much to learn. We can always improve our Krishna consciousness in many ways. We're not perfect. We're trying to be perfect. And Srila Prabhupada will be very proud of our progressing in Krishna consciousness. Just like Uttanapad was very proud to see his son so glorious. As devotee parents, you want to see your son, your daughter becoming very Krishna conscious. Not you go to the school and university and you learn so many things and you get married and you have a big family and you make a lot of money, and that's one thing. But what pleasing the most to Krishna and Prabhupada is that you become Krishna conscious. Srila Prabhupada himself left India to go to America to not make everyone a businessman, to make everyone a devotee. There is no picture of Srila Prabhupada wearing pants and shirts and jeans. We Indian, we come, it's not that our our first business is to serve Krishna. How we can love Krishna, how we can develop love for Krishna, how we can tolerate miseries in the material world. So, Krishna consciousness is the priority. In Kali Yuga, everything is at fault. Eke Kurana Mahan Guna. There's this one great quality in Kali Yuga, and that is that chanting Hare Krishna. We can chant Hare Krishna. We can chant and dance so freely. Just like when you put your hands up in the air, it means you're free. You feel so free to chant and hand. Why you put your hands up in the air? Because you feel very free. I'm free. Surrendering to Krishna. But when we hold on to material desires, we're holding on to utmost desire in our heart. We're not experiencing Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna consciousness, the relish, to be able to relish Krishna consciousness, you have to let go of those. Like a Kshatriya. Kshatriya doesn't mean it's the muscle power. The Raja Rishi, saintly kings, they're Kshatriya because they are Vaishnavas. They could fight, but they're also, you see, the Kurukshetra, Arjuna, the Pandavas, they are Kshatriyas. But they love Krishna so much. They didn't care. They can live in the forest as long as their Krishna is with them. They didn't even have a home of their own. They didn't have a land. Most of the time, this was just moving around like a nomad, forest to forest. But they're the greatest devotees. Our first plan to come here to build a home for ourselves. One home here, one in India, one in Vrindavan, Mayapur. No one's staying there. But still, you have desire to build so many houses. Every person I talk to, they all say, I got to get a place of my own. But nothing is our own. Everything belongs to Krishna. That's the first principle. I told that girl that the Bhagavad Gita explains that prayojana, and the 3 steps is who we are, the first 6 chapters, and then he explains how to develop a relationship with Krishna through the process, breaking down the 18 chapters. But then, even you're not going to know this nicely unless the devotees tell you. You can read it. But because I'm explaining to you, so you are explaining, I'm explaining, so we need to explain to each other. Simply read like a parrot, not going to make any, you won't understand it so well. You need to discuss with devotees. And I'm sure you're doing that. You have so many courses here. So Krishna consciousness is like this. Always perform devotional service with each other. It's so much more enlivening, so much more happening, and feel so pleasant and so full of joy. Try to do on your own. So Dhruva Maharaj also, when he got instructed by Narad Muni, immediately there was progress. Because the Guru tells you how to perform Krishna consciousness. We never have this attitude, I can do it. We always want to know if Guru's mercy, Krishna's mercy, devotee's mercy, we're able to do something. That should be attitude. I know, like whenever I'm doing something, especially some difficult things, and someday when you get up, the whole day just things go wrong. It's starting from the early. You forget your key, and you forget your glasses, or then it's just one thing to another. Things go wrong. And then you're running, and then you forgot, it's too late. You just always try to stay calm. Keep calm, otherwise you'll go crazy. You need to always reflect to Krishna and think, chant Hare Krishna. So that girl was saying, I freak out. I said to her, because you don't take shelter of Krishna, because you don't have knowledge, because you're too proud. I told her straight. The other devotees saying, oh my God, it's too heavy. She's never going to come again. But maybe you don't see me there every day, so I could tell you that. See, the truth you need to tell directly. If you go around and around, they're not going to get it. The truth is truth. You have to tell. At the end, you'll see it's very beneficial. They'll appreciate it. If you want to touch your nose, you can go around your head. How you touch your nose? Just bang. So straight. So if you want to know the truth, tell the truth directly. Don't go around and around. So the truth is Krishna consciousness. Absolute truth. There's no contradiction. In the Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Gita, it's all full of truth. That's why Dhruva Maharaj, he was so glorious. He was so determined. That's the Kshatriya. Kshatriya is very determined, courageous, and strong, and strengthful. I'm down. If everyone's at a temple like this, and if I came here first time, everyone's like this, walking around miserable, I'm going to turn the other way around, never come back here again. We have to show, I'm practicing Krishna consciousness. Life is so short. I'm going to be here only 50 years. Oh yeah, so less time. And if I say, I'm going to be living here for 1,000 years, oh my God, so long. You come back here, after 1,000 years, this place is going to be, taken over. It's going to be taken over by Chinese completely. You're going to be running back to India or Indians. I'm just saying. But so don't wait. Become Krishna conscious instantly. Actually, Prabhupada used to say, he can take over this world in 18 days. And the devotees were like, wow, really? Why? Hurry, whoa. They were really excited. And Prabhupada said, wait a minute. If we actually took over the world in 80 days, you're going to be all relaxing. Stop preaching. So there's going to be a lot of tests. But you can take over the whole world, make everyone Krishna conscious in 18 days. But because we are not Krishna conscious, we are taking our time. And so it's going to take more than 18 days. But those who are, Srila Prabhupada did almost like 18 days. And he was there, and almost instantly there were people, he made people Krishna conscious. I mean, if you saw Prabhupada first time, you don't want to turn around and go away. You want to be Krishna conscious straight away. Before 18 days. Because he said that, because he could do it. We don't say 18 days, because we're not ready. But Prabhupada could say in 18 days, because he did it. He made people Krishna conscious less than 18 days. So, be a Kshatriya. And the qualities of a Kshatriya is very courageous and very strong. Like I said, strength is not always bodily strength. Inner strength, mental strength, Krishna conscious spiritual strength. I know some people are very skinny, like you. This kid's really skinny. I can just pick you up with my little finger. But skinny people are very strong. If a skinny person hit you, just a minorly slap you, you're going to be on the ground. Because this is just all bones. It really hurts. If somebody's really big, less impact. So the point is, how do you judge? How do you judge people? What is strength? I do yoga. I could do some simple pose. Guy with the big muscle coming down here. They couldn't do it. So the strength is not how you look, your physical strength. What to speak of spiritual strength? Spiritual strength is what conquers the world. When you have sense control, I like to look at the 6 Goswamis. Our history is full of examples of great Vaishnavas. 6 Goswamis. 500 years ago, Dhruva Maharaj, that was Satyuga Yuga. Just 500 years ago. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, the 6 Goswamis. They just drank 1 drop of buttermilk every day. And that was their food. They studied all day. And they were very skinny. They didn't eat much. And they chanted so many rounds, writing books, hundreds of books. If Srila Prabhupada went to America and giving everybody just 1 drop of buttermilk, then nobody would be here. He started with prasadam. In fact, all the food that we cook here is all Prabhupada's recipe. And we could do it nicely because we learned from him. Of course, now we have so many. So, Krishna consciousness started thousands of years ago. We are just the tools in the hands of all the devotees. We have to become a good tool, not like those knives in the kitchen. Even vegetables, they can't cut it because they need sharpening. So there's the Indian Mataji, she was saying, these knives are very dull. I said, it's very good, then you can't cut your hand. So we need to be sharpened. Sharpen our heart with Krishna consciousness. A guru means one who can cut you. Cut your throat. Come here. Come on. Sit on my lap. And you put your throat down. Cut your throat. It's not like that. But guru means one who can cut your material desires. Chop it into pieces. They're expert at it. The guru is expert at taking away your material desires completely. One devotee, he had mystic power. And then he came in front of Srila Prabhupada, and after he got initiated, after Prabhupada gave him a new name, he looked at Prabhupada, and Prabhupada looked at him, and there was a kind of quiet. They went quiet, and Prabhupada he looked at him and told him, don't worry, I have taken it. Because he had the mystic power, and Prabhupada took it. Because that guy, he felt like very light and like, you can feel it. If you have some power, you can feel it when it's gone. So Prabhupada had the power to take away your... So even if you have mystic power, that's material. Prabhupada is to tell, these devotees, Maharajis and men, they're my disciples, they're so bright. They're full of life. They have mystic power. And when Prabhupada was in the South India, there was some very famous mystic yogi in that village. The disciples of that yogi told that guru that Prabhupada is here to see you. And that guru told the disciples to tell Prabhupada that he's busy now. So Prabhupada said he doesn't want to see him because he will be defeated. So he'll be exposed. So he just makes an excuse not to see Prabhupada. So he didn't want to see Prabhupada because Prabhupada had all the mystic power. They're all bhogi yogis. In the early days, they used to do bhogi yogi plays. We used to put on a drama, like skits, the temple, a Sunday feast. You know that? Now. So then, one of the things they used to do is there was bhogi yogi, and then they would be. They said, if I can make you God, come to me. I'll make you God in 1 month or 6 months. I'll make you God in 6 months. Everybody's interested. Oh, yeah, I want to become God. They don't know what God is. And so, but you need to give me like $5,000 or something like that. So then, okay, give me the money. So, okay, sit down and you will feel some kind of, so they would put flashlight in his eyes. Keep your eyes closed, shut. And they would say, can you see the light? Oh yeah, I see the light. The flashing light on his face. And then they have the Mataji going in his pocket, taking out the money or something, or wallet. They say, can you feel that your body is like there's some movements? And they're taking out the money. Oh yeah, I feel it. Bhogi yogis, cheating gurus, will make you God in 6 months. Srila Prabhupada, servant of the servant. We are servant of Krishna, a servant of the Vaishnavas, not make you God in 6 months. If everyone is God, then there is no question of being a God. God is one. So, when you become the servant, that's where the pleasure is. Pleasure is when you serve Vaishnavas, when you serve Krishna. So Krishna consciousness, this process is, we need to follow the footsteps of the other Vaishnavas. Footsteps of the Vaishnava like Mahajana Jana Gatasha Pantha. Follow the footsteps of the Mahajanas, the great devotees. They set the example. Determined to serve Krishna. Proud to serve Krishna. Oh yes, I'm going to be dressing the deity today. I'm going to be cooking today. I look forward to it. Another day, oh, fantastic. That's the attitude. Oh no, God, I have to do it again. Now I have to just now cook in the kitchen. That's why I wasn't here, leading kirtan. I was in the kitchen, just cooking for the crossways. I already cooked half of it, and I'll go back in the afterward. But I feel very blissful. I'm not faking. I really feel joyful. I really feel it in the heart. You go, how many people out there, when you shake their hand, oh yeah, hello, yeah, ni hao, Joe-san, other languages. But inside, they're full of unhappiness. They're putting on some kind of a smile. That's not really a smile. Devotees are full of joy, full of brightness, Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada was walking across the street, and the policeman, they said, oh, that man there, that old man, he's shining like the sun. He's so bright. He could see it. We didn't see it. Prabhupada actually, he was like that. And devotees same. When you see the devotees, sometimes the sannyasis, they walk in the temple, like you could almost fall back, because they're so full of bright, and there's like a shining light coming from their body. It's true. When you do austerities, like when you don't eat, chant many rounds, do a lot of service, you forget about your kids and your family and this and that and a million things to worry about. You just forget about those things. You just come to the temple, chant all day. You forget to eat. You start to shine like light. It's true. In the morning, I know before Janmashtami, the day before, thinking, oh God, tomorrow is Janmashtami. The day haven't began yet. I'm already thinking I have to fast all day. My mind's always freaking out. And then the next day, everyone and in the morning, Janmashtami. And then you observe yourself in chanting. And it's already 12 o'clock. And in the afternoon, 4 o'clock. You don't even think of food. Because already you've already passed that time when you feel like hungry and want to eat. You're over that time. And you just feel calm. And you feel very peaceful. It's all here. You think, I need to eat. I have to have this. I have to have that. Anchoring for material things. But actually when you need to overcome that. And you'll feel fantastic. You'll be okay. When I have the throat, I'm telling everybody how I feel. Just tolerate and go away. It'll go away. I take ginger, and somebody says, take turmeric powder with the milk. Someone said, take honey with lemon. There's millions of things. NSC also the Maya Nasi Varalagi. Bhaktivedanta Thakur said that you check out of the holy name as medicine. Osadi. Actually, it's true. When you chant Hare Krishna, sincerely, calling out for Krishna, it is the medicine. It works at all levels. You'll feel very satisfying. After each round, you take a deep breath, one round in one breath. 5 mantras in one breath. And I feel like the milk is gone out. I feel it's like an exercise. You ever try to do that? Yeah, so they say pranayama. You breathe from up, you start from down here, one breath, bring it up, keep chanting Hare Krishna. So it's spiritualizing it, not just breathing like a bellows breathing. You breathe while you're chanting Hare Krishna. Because you might run out of air, and you keep chanting Hare Krishna, and the last word, mantra, you utter the name of Krishna, and he'll go back to Godhead, to chant Hare Krishna. So, we need to always practice to become Krishna conscious in every way, somehow or another. Wherever you are, somehow or another, try to become Krishna conscious. We are not going to be always in the temple. As soon as this, most of you, and I am here on a normal day, during the week. There's not many people here sitting in Bhagavatam class during the week. A Saturday, Sunday more. So you're not always here. So that means you're not going to be Krishna conscious only in the temple. So when you leave the temple, you also need to be Krishna conscious. Everywhere. So when you're at home, you're having a roti, and you watch your children watch the Indian movies and all those slideshows and different things. No, you need to always emphasize on Krishna consciousness. Krishna is watching us at every level, all the time. A house of a devotee is a temple. Devotee's home, grihe thako, bane thako, sadahari bole dako. Even if you're in a griha or in a forest, wherever you are, sadahari bole dako. You call on the name of Krishna. A home of a devotee is a temple. It doesn't make much difference. You come here, it's a temple. Your home is a temple. Bhaktivedanta Thakur used to say, I don't mind to become a blade of grass in the house of a devotee because the devotee will step on me. Lotus feet of a devotee will step on me. But if I go to your home, and of course a lot of people don't have any grass because it's all sand or plastic grass. But in Australia it's all flat. That's in Hong Kong. So what I'm saying, devotee's home is transformed into Vaikuntha because you have program every day. So always practicing abhyasa yoga juktena. Krishna says, Arjuna asked Krishna, it's so difficult to practice yoga. He said, yes, it is very difficult. Abhyasa yoga juktena. But by constant practice, abhyasa, you can become Krishna conscious. We never say, I can do it. I'm the best cook. We never say it like that. Because we can always improve our Krishna consciousness. Always improve. I remember Burijan Prabhu was doing the Japa Reform workshop. And he was telling everybody, he was in China when I was, and he was telling everybody at the yoga center, one round, just one mantra. If one mantra, try to focus on the name. One mantra. We'll be passing 16 rounds. Before you know it, you've done all your rounds. Did I think of Krishna? No. I was done. Bang, I put the hand, hang up the bead bag, there's a particular place, and then I pick it up the next day. Before we finishing your rounds, already your hands already passed through all the beads. I didn't even realize that I finished my rounds. So we're not focusing on the mantra. We're chanting just like, too quickly, get them done. But he was telling us in the Jagpa workshop, just one mantra. Just focus on the one mantra. Did you think of it? Then I realized, actually I'm chanting, but actually I'm not focusing on the name of Krishna. Just get them done. Just like go to the work every day, 9 to 5, get it done. Can't hardly wait to get out of that place. Oh, thank God. I'm at home now, I can watch TV. That's I'm sick of that boss giving me a hard time, And we have managers here too, they probably give you a hard time. And I got people in my life, they gave a lot of hard time. Like I want to get revenge. Some Gurukul boys want to revenge our teachers. No, I never think like that. Some of them want it, but not me. So it's my karma, it's actually purification. Why not we think in a positive way, in a Krishna conscious way? Okay, yeah, I'm a Kshatriya. And even the Gurukul, in my Vrindavan Gurukul, they used to say, okay, you're a Kshatriya, you are a Vaishya, you are kind of a Shudra. They don't want to tell you. You are a Shudra and a Vaishya. They feel better, you know. So you just clean the toilet because you can't study, and you're always failing. I didn't fail. No, I was good at English. I could teach you English. And in Australia, they want to, you know, they want to test people if you know how to speak English. I told the guy, I can teach you English. I even went to the university, I didn't tell you, and I got the degree how to teach English to a foreign country. That's why I went to China. But it's not only for Chinese. I can also teach Australians English. Proper English. I'm just making a point here, okay? I'm not upset. So I said, okay, revenge, you know. Then just tell everybody, you know, you are Shudra. So they reckon I was a Kshatriya and a Brahmana. So, okay, you know, I'm a little bit of a Brahmana. I feel good. Not just, you know. So then, actually devotees is none of this, according to scriptures. Devotees, Vaishnava Brahmana. Vaishnava is higher than all of the caste. People there in India, they say, oh yeah, I was born in a Brahmana family. And they have a big Brahman thread that goes around their body. I don't think they chant Gayatri with it. And sometimes devotees said they use their Brahman thread to scratch their back. And because when I got Brahman initiation, I was doing the same thing. Because devotees always use this example so much. I said, it's a good idea. Because, you know, it's so hard to scratch, you know. Can't reach down. Yeah, Brahman thread. You know? It's not meant for... Sometimes you take your thread off to clean it and stuff. You shouldn't take it off, they say. So, it's not that how big your thread is. So I have to check. My brown thread is very thin. But there are big ones that like you can tie with it. Like there's a dori. It means you can tie the cows with it. It's so big. And you go right around, almost down to the knee. And I remember also losing the keys, so I tie the key on the brown thread so you don't lose it. So you use the brown thread for so many things. So Srila Prabhupada even he asked one of his disciples to take off his thread, and he took it off and he tried the microphone with it. In India, the microphone is always, you know, something is not perfect, it's always falling off or something. And then afterward, I think he was getting pretty nervous. My thread, you know, but Prabhupada knows everything, and he took it off and gave it back to him. And the guru can give and take. And he gave it back. And so the qualification is not, the qualification is you're born with it, but you acquire qualities by being with Vaishnava. You learned qualities, or you may already have it. But the qualities of a Vaishnava is not just an external thing. We need to become qualified. You have to acquire the qualities. So when the Western people, when Prabhupada brought them to India and gave them Brahmanas, the people in India, they were angry at Prabhupada. So how can the mlechas, meat eaters, become Brahmana? But Prabhupada was telling the Indian people to become Krishna conscious. They didn't. When Prabhupada brought the Westerners to India, they became Krishna conscious. They said, oh, these mlechas chanting Hare Krishna, and we are trying to imitate the mlechas, Westerners. And they become Krishna conscious. They want to become Krishna conscious after. That's why Prabhupada brought the foreigners to India. Now they have this thing called Hindu cult. You know, Western women, they're not devotees, but they're wearing a sari, and they don't have tilak. And they want to become Hindus, Western. It doesn't make sense at all. What's a Hindu? So Vaishnava Brahman is the ultimate culture of India. When Krishna came, there was gopis, and then there's the Brahmanas. They're like devotees, like what we're practicing. It's not something that comes in the cult. It's Vaishnavas. So we're practicing what Krishna's given us, the highest thing, devotional service. That's why Vaishnavas are the highest. It's not always in the dress. It's what your condition of your heart. You may be wearing a really fancy, sari, and going down the side with silk and silk dhoti and many things. That is all also good. Like a policeman, they have their dress to signify and show that they are representing the country. They are police. They respect them. So we have our dress. But what more important is the condition of our heart. Are we having a clean devotional heart? Are we Krishna conscious? Is our heart Chaitanya? Is our heart clean and pure? Is Krishna in our heart? So we wear out so many things, but in the heart we're keeping so many material desires. I can see you. If I rip open your chest, you wouldn't like it, but maybe I should. There's so many things there. Just like Hanuman. Hanuman ripped open the chest. Ripped open the chest. And it was Sitaram, Lakshman. Yeah. You can see in India they have Hanuman like this. Sitaram, Lakshman. Because he actually did that. And you rip open your chest. Let me see what's in it. Take each other on your sari. All those desires. We'll cover it. So we keep our heart so clean through chanting, associating, that it's pure and full of Krishna consciousness in the heart, that we can reflect to others. People can tell. And people, especially devotees, we can tell each other where we are, how we are progressing. Who is who? Everyone can tell each other because we are good at it. So, this devotee is very nice, And everyone talk about it, each other. That devotee, this always going to Harinam, and they have a dog in the family, and Motherji always distributing books. This devotee is, so we're always glorifying. Means we also find fault in others. This one. We didn't tell that, but somewhere lingering in the heart. That guy, he just comes to eat every day, he's doing too much. And it's always something. So everyone is checking each other out. Krishna. So if we want to impress Krishna, Krishna is the one who's checking us out all the time, more than everybody. We get it because we get it from Krishna. Krishna wants to see us, how we are progressing. Srila Prabhupada is watching us. Not that Srila Prabhupada is sitting there, he knows everything. Guru knows everything. Chaitanya Guru is Krishna, but next to him is our spiritual master. Prabhupada is always watching over us, I reckon. Like if I want to do something, I always scared. Krishna is here, Prabhupada is watching me. That fear is good. We need to be fearful. We need to be afraid of Maya. If we think, I have already so Krishna conscious and I'm so good, that's not going to make progress because we have that attitude. We need to feel that we need to improve in Krishna consciousness in every way. That's what devotional service means, to improve. And that's why we are here together. We don't have to be here. You can just get up and you can put a TV here and then you can do your Mangalarti in your home and watch it there. Like how you say, like Mayapur TV or Melbourne TV, stuff like that. No, I don't need to go to Mayapur because I could see it on the TV. They have the program live. And no. Go there. Have the desire, genuine desire. Jump in there. I want to go. No, you're next. Throw it around in the devotees. You're next. No. We hold back. Don't hold back. Give yourself to Krishna. And Krishna will give you mercy, His mercy. So, everyone's watching. Krishna is watching. So if you want to impress Krishna, if you want to attract Krishna, Bhaktamahava Vijanati, with devotion. And then you can attract Krishna with love. And I'm making chapatis for Radha Vallabha. They're terrible chapatis. If you look at it, you don't want to eat it. But I try my best to make it nice, round shape, and they said not too fat, let's make it thin. It's a lot of work, like rolling it, sweating, on a hot day. And then the Indian mother just come, they make such good for Radha Vallabha. No problem. Done it. So Krishna accepts, we are practicing, we are trying to serve Krishna. He's not perfect, but Krishna is seeing us, how we are trying to do nicely. That initial desire to do it nicely for Krishna, to improve our cooking, to improve our service, to improve dress deity, to clean, and all the preaching work, quality food, everything. We have to improve, do it nicely. That's Kshatriya mentality. It's not always material side. It is spiritualized, dovetailing our life for Krishna. Everything we do, dovetailing, giving to Krishna, the result. Yeah. So this is the story of Dhruva Maharaj, so courageous. As a small boy, he could so strongly, with such determination, and he could achieve Krishna so quickly. That's the determination. And your legacy, your history will be written down. Some devotees were saying like this. Your performance of Krishna consciousness right now will be written down in the books for future. Oh yeah, this devotee in Melbourne, 2018, your name, everything. Carved here, put in the temple monuments. We don't want that. Some temples in Vrindavan, they have devotee's name on the ground, right in Bengali, carved onto the marble floor. They said, my name should be stepped by devotee. So they wrote down everybody's name on the floor. So when you go there, I try not to walk on it. They didn't want to write your name. So my point is that whatever you do in Krishna consciousness is been notified. Krishna knows. There's not going to be prasadam today, so not till after 9. Imagine there's no prasadam, nobody will come to temple. Listen to Bhagavatam. Or you can come to the Brahmachari Ashram and have some juice or some simple food. We're on a diet. Nobody would come. So, the temple is so beautiful. One of the best temples in ISKCON is Melbourne Temple. Believe me, because I've been to all the temples in ISKCON. They have really beautiful temple in Milano. Who is from Italy here? And they cook in the kitchen, all the bhoga, and they have a lift that comes down directly to the kitchen. So put all the food on the plate, deity plate, put it in the lift, press the button, deity room. It goes up. And the pujari is there, just takes it out. And lift, kitchen, it goes down. And we have to just bring it out here, and it's like 2 plates, quite tiring. And then 3 times, like the Mataji was doing the fruit. Can you please help me? Oh, yeah, no problem. She was like, oh, thank you, wow. I'm like, over the moon. Because it's up and down 3 times. But the ecstasy is there. When you do service to Krishna, it's the best temple. Because there's some challenges. And when you accept the challenges, a little bit of challenges, at the end, you'll feel fantastic. It's like doing yoga. Every time the yoga class, Monday, Friday, I do yoga, the urban yoga, I say, not again. And the students come, I don't want to see them, there's these meat-eaters. I want to teach the yoga to the devotees, not these meat-eaters. But they go away, I feel healthy, they eat more meat. I don't make them healthy. I want to make devotees healthy so you can serve Krishna. So I think this is wrong. Then anyway, I just asked Krishna to forgive me. That's why I gave up those. I had 30 classes a week in China. Those Chinese people, they eat anything. And they're making them healthy for eating meat. So this is not good. So I came here. It's just make devotees happy, healthy. So then, every time I say, I don't want to do it. At the end of class, I feel fantastic. The stretching and everything. So there's always a challenge. The mind, the body, always telling us It's a challenge. Test. Krishna consciousness is a test. Yeah, I welcome the test. I accept it. Like people get married, they always tell what the promises are. In happiness and in distress, something like that. They say in a good time and bad time, you're going to be together. At the end, they forget that. Bad times are nonsense. There's so much afflictions. Only look for the good times. This good times going to be only a little bit. There's going to be always bad times. But in Krishna consciousness, it's all good times. Bad times also good times. Because it's a lesson for us. If there's no bad time, it's going to be always good time, forget it. That's going to be Vaikuntha. Material world is going to be always... So the test is there. Take it as Krishna's blessing. So Krishna consciousness, Dhruva Maharaj, he overcome all this. That's his determination. That's a Kshatriya. It will be Vaishnava Kshatriya. That type of Kshatriya is wanted. Not that you wear armor, everything, you have machine gun, everything. That's not Kshatriya. Take off all those things, okay, combat, hand to hand. Oh, no, I can't do it. They don't have the strength. I remember in the early days, we used to do Sankirtan, sell stuff. And in the last day of the Christmas marathon, last day, he said, you can stay up all night, make more money for temple. So I do all day, big collection, and at night I go to the pubs. So all night. And after 12 at night, midnight, people are, a bit funny. So then my friend, he went to the caravan, he went to sleep. I think I got to make more money. So I stayed in the pub till 1 o'clock at night. And then people are going funny because they got drunk and stuff. And I'm only alone. It was here a little bit of not Krishna conscious, but sometime you're going to use it. I said, so he was like showing the record in my face, very close to my face. I went, I took it off, and I scratched his face. So all his face is bleeding. And then he got up and started swinging around in punches. So he hit me here, and then I punched him back, So I was just, then he said, I told him it's not fair. There's so many of you, all your friends are here, I'm alone. It's not fair. So I was thinking Kshatriya should be equal to equal. So I said, you come out. He said, come out in the street and we'll have a go. And not in here. All your friends here, it's not fair. And so then I took all my record, I went out on the street and I said, come on, I'm ready. I put the record down, I was ready for it. And I fell asleep. He never came. He got scared. And then his friend came and gave him the money for it. I said, thank you. So, here's the money. Don't go out. I'll bring the money for it, So, Kshatriya is, we have to be Kshatriya for Krishna, but in Kali Yuga, we don't hit anyone. We can root out your desire. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't take any weapons. He made everybody devotee. He made everyone Krishna conscious. He burned their material desires, but made everyone Krishna conscious. That's a Kshatriya. We would be expert at that. But at times, there are to protect the temple, there are some circumstances. Protect the guru, but we need to have that spirit, Kshatriya spirit. Not like walk around like, and I want to be around the temple. So Kshatriya spirit comes from serving Krishna. Glow will come in you. An effulgent. Effulgent. Devotees are full of effulgent. I remember the first time I saw my mother came to the village where I was staying. She came to get me. And I saw her. I said, you don't look the same as before. You got glow on your sari. You got maybe something. Very glowing. Tilak and beautiful and shining. And I said, maybe you got mad or something. That's why it's shining. I didn't know that it's coming from, chanting Hare Krishna. So when you chant Hare Krishna, you will glow. You will shine like millions of sun. I may not see you because I see you every day, but others can. When people who are ignorant, they can tell this devotee, wow, they can fall back. So devotees are full of good qualities, Vaishnava qualities, Brahman qualities, Kshatriya qualities. Real Kshatriya qualities, they're Kshatriya, that's all. That's the name, but they don't have Kshatriya qualities. In real Kshatriya qualities is Kshatriya. Khat means to hurt. Triya means to protect. They're only hurting, they're not protecting anyone. They kill everybody, men, women, children, all at the same time. Kurukshetra battle, they had it way out in the field, away from the people who want to fight each other. That's Kshatriya. And they surrender. At night they're friends. And they're having a party at night. Daytime they're killing each other. That's Kshatriya. Now when you're asleep, they kill you. They drop a bomb on you, and from the air they're so scared. They don't face. That's not Kshatriya. They're cowardice. Kshatriya is Vaishnavas. We're Kshatriya. We went in the Harinam. One of the devotees, a small guy, same as me, even shorter. The guy came out from the shop. He says, "Can you leave from here?" And our devotee, very small, he said, "No way, we're staying here." I was scared of him. He was a big guy, like Bhakta Prabhu, big tall guy. He said, "Can you leave this place?" He said, "No way, we're staying here." Our devotee was very small. "Yeah, Kshatriya." I said, "Wow." He was scared of the big guy. He said, "If you don't move, we'll call the police." So I said, "Come on, move on." So no, we're staying. So sometimes the devotee have a very strong Kshatriya spirit for Krishna. And Krishna always protects devotees. But we need to be smart. Don't cause problems. But keep your Kshatriya spirit to yourself. But we can use it, but always remember that Krishna is always there to protect us. Even if you're humble, you're Prahlad Maharaj, you see Krishna is protecting us. So if we have a Vaishnava attitude, Krishna will always there beside us to protect us whenever we are in danger. So the qualities of a Vaishnava is the top quality. These qualities can attract Krishna. And Krishna is always with the devotee, and devotees feel never any anxiety or stress because Krishna is with us. So this is what we need to be. And like Dhruva Maharaj, we need to be always Krishna conscious and every stage of life. Okay, Hare Krishna. It's after 9. If anyone has a quick question. I know why you don't have questions, because it's after 9. Visharam is upstairs ready to go, right? In the early days, open the doors, 9 o'clock. Give you the Visharam time. It's overtime. So you have one question, or? Yes, Ma'am.
You were saying that you sometimes when teaching yoga and you don't want to, because it makes you feel like you help people to get stronger. Do you still have that feeling? How do you deal with that?
I feel what?
Sometimes when you teach yoga, you feel that you're just contributing to become stronger, to go and eat meat.
Yeah. We hope for the best. Sometimes it's not suitable, but what can we do? We do our duty and pray to Krishna for the result, and somehow or another one will be attracted to Krishna. We just do our duty and carry on, and hopefully somebody will be attracted. Like there's a couple of all my students, they really like me. So I always sit with them after we talk. We take Visharam together. So I don't force anyone. I try to make friendship. They like me a lot. If I go away, then they eat and go away. So there's no meaning. So I always sit, talk and talk and talk. Yesterday, I was with some of the students till last minute, and I was telling him about Krishna. And this girl came and said, about Krishna, first time yoga. And so I said, our ashram is empty. We can stay there. and it's very comfortable. You have rooms there, you can stay, just to check us out. Maybe perhaps they like it and they stay here. Said, oh yeah, I want to give it a try. We said, not tonight. So like that, gradually we can, talk to them. So somehow people will come. But we also need to have the desire, not just teach them yoga, chant Hare Krishna like I finish, and then go away. We have to have some desire to achieve, some result. How are we going to, try to bring them to Krishna? So it's not just we do things like as a duty, or because I have to do my duty. No, it's more than duty. Duty is when you do for Krishna, that is real duty. But always remember why we're doing it. So I don't tell everybody, we come in the class, but then I sit with them. They all know. I said, it's run by Hare Krishna. I'm a Hare Krishna devotee, and this is what we do. We have ashram, and I pinch them a little bit, talk to them. But in the class, yoga, straight yoga, sweating. That's why they like it. And at the end, sit together, it's relaxed, we're eating, you can talk whatever. It's very comfortable, and you can say, Krishna consciousness. The food is good, I cooked it. Then you can talk more. So you have to see the timing and circumstances and inject them with Krishna when the time is right. Enter like a needle, come out like a plow. But not always plow. Slowly. When they're ready, you can see they make friendship. Gradually make them Krishna conscious. Indian people, yes, of course, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, they run to the temple. We don't need to preach much. Western people also, they don't know. We have to tell them to make Krishna conscious. Have mercy on them. They also, you be racist, learn for white people. No, Indian people, everyone is Krishna conscious. I scratch your skin, underneath you're full of God consciousness. That's what Prabhupada said. Indian people, they're religious under the skin. They scratch the surface. But Westerners, we need to bring them. That's why we're here. Have a reason, have mercy on people. So whatever we do in that consciousness, spiritual consciousness. Why we need to do yoga? For devotees we should. So Nitin wanted to close that place. No. Why close it? It's the whole time is open anyway. We're wasting money and not being used. At least teach them yoga, then give Krishna consciousness. And the time is right. Okay, Hare Krishna. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Morning Class.